Businesses are urging the Prime Minister to drop plans that they argue could threaten the industry for generations.
Yes, Sir Keir Starmer had plans for a visitor levy, what's been dubbed a tourist tax. Now, though, UK Hospitality is urging the new Prime Minister, Andy Burnham, to drop those plans. Our
reporter Kieran McFadden has been hearing why businesses say that is vital. So, Kieran, some people think the extra cash from a tourist tax could be actually exactly what's needed.
Well, a tourism levy or a tourism tax, whichever you prefer, has been an idea we've heard floated about around the Lake District for the last few years now. The argument goes from the government and from other parties within the Lake District that 18 million people coming here every single year has an effect on our roads, on the amount of litter being used and on the cleanliness of our lakes, among other things, and that the small amount on everyone's a small amount of visitor levy on those visitors would raise millions of pounds to deal with all of those issues. Now, viewers on the programme might remember only in June that Dumfries and Galloway across the border rejected plans for a similar tourism levy. Today I've been spending some time in the Lake District to talk to residents and businesses to find out why this issue is so divisive. According to the latest figures, staying visitors, those who choose to stop overnight within the Lake District, now contribute just over half of all revenue gained each year. So is it right to make their stay more costly? That's the question on business owners' minds throughout the national park. A so-called tourist tax would apply to anyone staying overnight in accommodation and would fall within the powers of Cumbria's elected mayor, who would come into office next year. Henry Wild runs Skelwith Fold Caravan Park near Ambleside.
You think about somebody who's youngsters who are coming out to the Lake District, which is what we're all about. It's about families, and it's about the wider availability of the Lake District to everybody. So somebody staying in a tent who traditionally would pay £10 or £15 a night, those sort of people are going to say, do you know what, we're not going to go to the Lake District. And the problem is that that's going to have a knock-on effect into the future, because if they're not coming as teenagers, if they're not coming into the Lake District, they won't be coming as older people. So as time goes on, the viability of the Lake District will just dissipate.
Visitor levies have been implemented in international tourism hotspots like New York, Paris and Milan. And even across the UK, they're already in place in some form in Edinburgh, Liverpool and the new Prime Minister's former sphere of Manchester. None have yet taken root in rural areas, though.